Hey guys, another lunchtime video with your old buddy John. Let's try this again. I have tried like 2 times to get this video made. First time, I just wasn't ready and I couldn't get my thoughts straight. And then the second time I was halfway through the video and then my phone was just blowing up with phone calls from people from work and stuff. But let's try this again, shall we? Today, some news came out about the new Ghostbusters Afterlife movie and the actual screening that was done, and there's news put out on that. But before I get to that, I know you guys have seen me talk about the Sawyer Massacre, the movie that I'm an associate producer on, and the podcast is also a company sponsor for. And I don't know if I don't think I've ever told anybody in the videos. I have advertised it on the socials, but I'm doing a collaborative t-shirt with the film, and I'm trying to raise more money to help Steve and the crew make this the best possible movie they can, and to just, help them realize that dream of actually filming this movie in Texas, where it belongs, So I'm looking at it kind of like a GoFundMe to help get the Sawyer Massacre back home to Texas. And though the Indiegogo is in demand now for Steve and the film, I'm just trying to help them, earn some, a few extra bucks, because every bit of it helps. So I asked Steve if it was okay if I did like a collaborative t-shirt between the Sawyer Massacre and our podcast, and he said sure, and that's what I did. Now, any of these shirts is sold, I'm not making any profit off of, none. I've told Steve that every bit of the money that's made off these shirts is going directly to fund that film, 100%. I'm not taking any of it. So I got a sample in today, and I wanted to show you guys the sample. Make sure I got it turned right. But this is it right here. I'm sorry for the wrinkles, but it's Freddy and Leatherface on the front, with behind the Fiends kind of cantered up at the top, and then Sawyer Massacre and the Film Corps logo. Film Corps is the actual production company. They're from Europe or England, I think, down at the bottom. And then on the back you have the Sawyer Massacre coming soon with the Film Corps logo. Now, this is a limited edition t-shirt. I initially was going to run it through August, and then I was going to end it around September 5th or 6th, somewhere in there. But I am going to extend it by 2 weeks, and you can go to the Sawyer Massacre Indiegogo, and it'll link you to our merch store, or you can go to any of our socials, or even look in the episode descriptions of the podcast, and you'll find the link there. And the shirt will be marked. It'll say limited edition BTF / Sawyer Massacre, blah 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 blah. But guys, if you love horror and you love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you want a good fan film that sticks true to the initial vision that Tobe Hooper had, then by all means, go support it. Go get a Blu-ray. I don't think we got any more associate producer perks. No, we don't. But there's so many other great perks that you can purchase on the Indiegogo, or just, go buy one of these t-shirts, man. I mean, these are good quality t-shirts. They're made good. They're not cheaply made. This is the one I got Luke. It's not going to fit my fat boy body, so I got fat boy size coming. But, go get you one of these shirts. Look at it like a collector's item. You can show it off to friends and tell them how cool it is to have something from a awesome project made by some awesome people. And I am blessed and beyond humbled to even be associated with them. And as such, I didn't want to just be one of these guys that bought a producer credit on Indiegogo and was just like, oh yeah, I bought the producer credit and that's it. No, that's not me at all. I think the world of Steve and Scotty and all those guys and girls, and I want to do whatever I can to help them get the movie made. So, you know, that's just my love for that franchise, the legacy of that franchise, and the fact that I have a friend out there who has that same level of passion and wants to stick true to what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre truly was. It was the greatest outlaw horror film ever made, and that's my own terminology on an outlaw film, because that's totally what it was. But now for what I am here for on this video. So, turn the brightness up on my computer here really fast. There we go. So on bloodydisgusting.com, it says the best of the series. Social media reactions to first Ghostbusters Afterlife screening are full of praise. It says Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, Ghostbusters Afterlife, a sequel to the original classics, is currently set for theatrical release on November 11, 2021. And the first screening took place at Cinema-Con last night. Wow, that's right, Cinema-Con's going on this week. I totally forgot about that. The screening was a special surprise treat for those in attendance, and the good news for the rest of us is that social media reactions to the film were allowed. As Collider's Stephen Winthrop notes, that's a really good sign. Winthrop tweeted last night, "I'd heard from multiple people Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters Afterlife was awesome, and Sony Pictures was beyond happy with how it turned out. The fact that it is screening right now at CinemaCon months before release means it must be true. Indeed, the reviews that came out of last night's event were incredibly positive. Geek Tyrant's Joey Power raves, I had the awesome opportunity to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife at CinemaCon. I am a huge Ghostbusters fan, and I'm happy to say the movie is everything I hoped it would be. It was such a fun film that offered all kinds of fan service, and I loved every minute of it." Film critic Scott Menzel tweets, "Ghostbusters Afterlife is a Ghostbusters sequel that I've been waiting all my life to see. It is nostalgia done right, a perfect blend of classic Ghostbusters moments with a fresh and unique twist for a whole new generation to enjoy. I got goosebumps." The most common opinion expressed out of CinemaCon last night is how heartfelt Reitman's sequel is. The video journalist Austin Putnam referring to Ghostbusters Afterlife as being Jason Reitman's love letter to his father and daughter while making a great Ghostbusters movie of his own. Jason's dad, Ivan Reitman, of course, directed the original classic. And it just goes on and on. That's good news, guys, because I care about Ghostbusters. I hold it very near and dear to my heart. It was one of the last movies that my mother took me to see when I was a kid, back when it came out in '84. I was like 8 years old, so you do the math, I'm 45. But my mother took me to see it, and it's one of the few memories I have left since she passed away in '86, and I can still remember being in that theater with her. So I hold this movie very high, in high regard, high esteem. But I'm not like uber protective of it like I've seen a lot of people. I've never seen the 2016 reboot. Not because I was like standing my ground because it's not my Ghostbusters or any of that. I just have no interest in wanting to see it. If it's not going to have the original cast or reference to the original cast, then I wasn't interested. I mean, I get that it's like some kind of like DC Comics like multiverse kind of thing, but whatever. But everybody crapped on the '89 movie, the sequel, Ghostbusters 2. I liked it. I thought Vigo, the actor, I forget his name, but that played Vigo, did a damn good job. Sigourney Weaver's always class personified. Bill Murray, along with Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis and Ernie Hudson, it was magic, no matter how you spun it. So I love those two original movies. And then the cartoon, Real Ghostbusters, not that the other shitty one, I think it was called the Real Ghostbusters, or whatever the hell. No, Real Ghostbusters. That used to come on ABC back on Saturday mornings. Loved that too. Had the toys, had all that crap. But when I saw the trailer for this, the thing that got me was, yes, as this person noted, it's a love letter to Ivan Reitman and Jason Reitman's daughter. But in a lot of respects, it's a love letter to us fans, and it's also a love letter to Harold Ramis. These movies wouldn't be possible without Harold Ramis. He, along with Aykroyd, were the masterminds of the Ghostbusters franchise. So it's only fitting that a lot of this movie is kind of centered around Egon. And Egon was my favorite Ghostbuster, so I'm a little biased. Excuse me. But anyway, guys, it seems like Sony Pictures is batting 1,000 right now with Spider-Man No Way Home trailer yesterday, and then the news today that there's nothing but positive reviews coming out of Cinema-Con for the screening of Ghostbusters Afterlife. So it's what I love, man. Good news. But guys, I got to go get back to work so I can keep paying my bills and being able to afford all this stuff so I can talk to you guys. But anyway, thank you for joining me every day at lunch. I've got a contest going on, guys. I've got a few submissions out there where for names for these videos that I do at lunch. I could easily come up with the name myself, but I want to give you guys an opportunity to contribute to the show and to put your own spin on something. And whoever wins, you're going to get a free t-shirt. You can even pick one of these Sawyer Massacre t-shirts, and I will throw my own money to the movie that would have been used for this t-shirt. So these are also available for the contest as well. But again, guys, thank you for always supporting the show. Thank you for always looking at my handsome mug every day during lunch and my ramblings and stories and so forth. And I hope in some way I bring you a little bit of joy during the day, because you all bring me joy all the time. But again, guys, love you. Thank you for the support. This is John, and I'll see you again tomorrow at lunch on another episode of Behind the Fiends. Ooh.